We're gathered together on this solemn occasion to fulfill our most reverent and sacred duty. 35 years ago, 241 American service members were murdered in the terrorist attack, our Marine barracks in Beirut, Lebanon. It was a very sad period of time. These are great, great people. Today we honor our fallen heroes and pledge that their blessed memory will never die, but live instead in the hearts of our grateful nation forever. It was the single deadliest day for the Marines since Iwo Jima. The attack was carried out by Hezbollah, which Iran was instrumental in founding a year earlier to advance its radical agenda and remain its main patron today. And we are doing a big number on Iran today, in case you haven't noticed. I'll tell you what, they're not the same country they were when I took office, I will tell you that. They're rioting in their streets, their money's collapsed, their lives are a lot different, and they're not looking so much for the Mediterranean. And when I took office, they were looking for the Mediterranean. They were going to take over everything. Now they want to survive. Whole different deal, folks. It's a whole different deal. As Commander-in-Chief, I will always ensure that our service members have the tools, resources, equipment, support, and trust they need to protect this nation and to defeat America's enemies with overwhelming force. No enemy on earth can match the strength of our military or the might of our Marines. We will use every instrument of our national power to confront the sinister forces of terrorism. That is one reason why last year I withdrew the United States from the Iran nuclear disaster. On November 5th, all U.S. sanctions against Iran lifted by the nuclear deal will be back in full force. Every sanction that we had on there originally, which would have, if they would have just left it a little bit longer, would have been so much easier than what we've been through over the last number of years. All they had to do is leave it the way it was. It was eating them away. But we've started it all over again, and it'll be just as good. We've wasted time and lives, unfortunately. Just a few moments ago, I signed legislation imposing even more hard-hitting sanctions on Hezbollah to further starve them of their funds, and they are starving of funds. We will target, disrupt, and dismantle their operational and financing networks, of which they had plenty. They don't have plenty now, and we will never forget what they did to our great Marines in Beirut. We will never forget.